Good morning, everybody, and it looks like the dollar's on the move this morning. So this is your Forex analysis, and we will start off with Euro USD as usual. And if we have a look here, we've got a fairly strong level that we need to pay attention to, and that is this 115.635. Clear downtrend we're in at the moment. It could be an argument for a double bottom trying to form here with diversions and with a low. So for me, anyway, it's selling off a level. Don't try and sell down the bottom here. Wait for the level. And obviously we've got a little bit of chaos with the with euro as well. So have a look here. Let's just do a range rather. Sorry, a channel. So that is the situation we find ourselves in. So for me, a break below 115.635. So break and retest that. Sort of breaks a bit of structure here. Another move to the downside. Pay attention to that trend line. Could hold you up. In other words, take profit there, wait for it to pull back and then come back. And then to the upside, it's 115.800. But there are a few little gaps to the upside, but I'm not entirely convinced. We are below the moving averages. We are below the 155. So the trend is down. There is another level ever so slightly higher, and that is on the 155 EMA at 115.888. So I'd be willing to take a stab at a short there and sort of put I think like 100 point or maybe a bit more, 160 point stop loss, just taking it above this fractal here. So that's kind of the view that I've got. Looking at the oscillators on the hour, that is pretty much what we should be doing. It's just the 8 hour which is looking a bit different. US dollar, Japanese yen, and look at how the dollar's on the tear here. So we've had a really strong move going into the close on Friday last week, and then we've kicked off this morning with a fairly solid move up. Now that is a triangle break at the moment. We should be looking for a measured move, something in the lines of this. So that should take us up to round about 113.685. So if we come down to the 1 hour, we need to use the 1 hour for our opportunity to buy into this. Now, unfortunately, let's look where the closest pullbacks are. And we can actually use this one. So that's right at the open. There's a bit of a gap there. I just want to look to the left to see if let's do it on the 8 hour so we don't waste time. I have a feeling we're breaking through a pretty solid bit of structure, as you can see. Now we're in some structure here. Okay. So you can see there is a lot of interaction here. Roughly where price is right now at 112.649. So not an area that I really want to be going long at the moment. So we're looking for pullback, build some structure, and then a move to the upside. Unfortunately, this is just this move is on its way already. I suppose this retest on Friday was the right entry. And yeah, if you were still long on that, congrats. I didn't get in on that. Don't typically trade on a Friday, especially Forex. Moving across to British pound, Japanese yen, you can see the Japanese yen is under pressure all over the place. And we have a pretty strong breakout here. So let me just get both these levels in because they are important. You can see what I'm doing. I'm picking them up off the fractals here. And remember, there was an inverse head and shoulders here. And then that didn't play out. But in all honesty, it is still a consolidation point. So you could see low, lower low, higher low, still a higher low compared to that, and sort of a higher low there. And if you look at these three, 1, 2, 3, you can see low, lower low ever so slightly, high and higher low ever so slightly. So that is also a inverse head and shoulders. So this is just a range, and you can see it's a range for quite a number of weeks, and it does look like we've broken through it. One other thing that I would want to see is something like that. So rule of thumb for me here is pretty similar to US dollar, Japanese yen. Going to have to wait for some structure. So even if it forms on the 15-minute or on the hour, sort of a flag or something, that's what we need to wait for. You can't jump in along here. Look at the oscillator. It's pointless trying to jump in there. Just going to lose money. So you need to wait for the pullback side, and I don't think you're going to get it today. I think it's going to tear a little bit higher, and then probably consolidate either higher or come back and consolidate. We need to wait for that consolidation. And lastly, Euro British Pound. So this one, we keep anticipating a break above the moving averages for a reversal, and that is not on the cards at the moment. So you can see we are flirting with this level that we're at now. I just want to put it in and select the right one. So it's this breakout here, and you can see we used it as support. We tried to use it as support here, and we're breaking below it again. So that's the line in the sand for me here. This is the one we need to pay attention to. So you can see the bigger picture here is a range, or a channel, should I rather say. There it is there. So break below. So I would go as far as if 084867 can hold, and we can get a retest of that. So in other words, move down to the bottom here at 084761, come back and test that for the open, and then attempt to break. I would be interested in taking that. We do have a bit of a gap here, so what could also happen is come back to the top of the range, and back to the top of the range I'm also looking for an opportunity to short, and then just pick up your stop loss above this moving average here, or above this pin bar here, and that's 0852197. But yeah, this is ranging at the moment, so we need to wait for a break. If it breaks the upside, I'd want to see a retest before thinking about going long. So at the moment, preferred trade is to the downside. It's either a break here or a hold of this level. So let's give you the levels. So it's a break of 084761 and a retest, and alternatively a retest of 084867. To the long side, I would be long on a break of 085014, but definitely not going to hold that for long. So probably be looking something around here at 085185, and that could be a top of a bigger range as well. So take profit and then probably look for a short there. So yeah, that's kind of my view at the moment. Probably ranging at the moment, so until it breaks the range I'm not interested in it, but if it does break the range either way, then there are two setups there for the bulls and the bears, so we'll look out for that. Anyway, that's it for me this morning. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.